we probably need some more balance in there. And you know, the one thing that we definitely missed was creativity. Like we were still creative, still creating through the wings. Saar was still progressing the ball and Bergvall carrying it pretty well, but I still think at times we're lacking that one player that could just play through the line. And EZE, just watching him yesterday, you could see he does that so clearly. Like just the little turns, the carries, just his ability to make quick decisions is what I like about him. And we're missing that type of player in midfield. So hopefully something can get done there. And we need a player of his quality. And I suppose just whilst we bring up his name, I think it's worth noting that a deal looks very much like it will be done. It looks like there is going to be a deal done. I don't know if you've seen the latest hooks, but I'll give you the update on the latest. Right now, there was an exclusive from Fabrizio Romano this morning, basically confirming that Daniel Levy and Steve Parish are now in direct contact over EZE. Understand Spurs are willing to offer 55 million fixed fee plus 5 million in add-ons to get the deal done. EZE informed Palace last week of his desire to join Tottenham, not Arsenal. So,
well, I mean, he's not gonna say, yeah, I want to join Tottenham, not Arsenal. Like he definitely didn't say that.
But he said he wants to join Tottenham. So
yeah, but he's also said previously he wants to join Arsenal.
He wants to join Tottenham.
But he's also said he wants to join Arsenal. So
when did he say that?
Brother, I keep on telling you, if you're gonna listen to Fabrizio Romano, you need to listen to all that he says. Go back a month, you will see that he said Eze wants to join Arsenal. No,
Eze wants to, but he said Eze's desire and only choice is Tottenham right now. So a month ago, that's
because his only choice, the only choice that he has is Tottenham.
I'm only choosing Tottenham.
Because that's his only choice.
He wants Tottenham. He doesn't want Arsenal. He wants Tottenham. He doesn't want Arsenal. You don't like it, and you don't like it.
His only you know what? I'm not gonna do the semantics of English, but I know that you don't understand English because we've gone through this before with the want and choose. You thought that they're the same thing when they're not, but
Eze chooses
his only choice is Tottenham. So because his only choice is Tottenham, he's trying to push through the move because he wants Champions League football. We can both agree on that.
See.
We can both agree on that.
No, there's no doubt.
We can both agree on that. Because if Tottenham and Arsenal weren't in for him and Chelsea was, then he would want to go Chelsea.
No.
His only choice.
Again, you're doing the semantics thing because ultimately, you guys spent the money that we're going to be spending on him on Madueke. That's ultimately.
Yeah, that's something.
And you know what? Let's have a smarter conversation then. Let's forget the who he chose. Let's have a smarter conversation. Because it looks like a deal is going to be done for under the release clause for around 55 to 60 million, maybe just or up to 65 million. They're actively working on getting new players in. They're actively going out there. Apparently, the deal was delayed over the last couple of days simply because they want to bring in a player before he's sold. So he may potentially stay just so he could play that Europa League game. But they've put a bid in for some Club Brugge midfielder. They've also put in a bid for try get El Kanous. So they're trying to actively get a solution in there, meaning that he's gone. Are you like when you're looking at the price that the fees potentially being rumored to be, which is 55 to 60 million? Are you not fuming at your club, bro? Like
it's no different to the Kudus one.
I know that's what I mean. So even more,
it's no different to the Kudus one. So do you know what it is? Yeah.
But no, it's worse. It's worse because you was actually in for Eze and Madueke at the same time. That's why it's worse. Because you actively pushing for both of those deals at the same time at one point, and it looks like you went ahead with the Madueke one as opposed to the Eze one.
I mean, it could look that way, but we don't know the ins and outs in it. But all I know is if Eze goes, well, it's not even Tottenham. If Eze goes anywhere else when he could have gone to Arsenal, yeah. But Arsenal and Arteta decided we want to prioritize Madueke over Eze, and we don't win anything, then that's a difficult conversation to have with the fan base. That's a very difficult conversation to, because all the fans are going to be like, but you could have signed Eze. Do you know what I mean? Or no, in that they'll be like, you could have signed Eze, you could have signed Kudus. Do you know what? I think maybe even some people would be like, well, you could have even signed El Canus. Do you know what I mean? You know what? You could have gone and got someone that none of us know about, but is a baller.
Yeah.
But out of all of these people, you decided to go and get Madueke. This is why I feel it's unfair on Madueke, because it's a player coming in that has to do well. Like, he has to do well. Lol.
You still think this?
Check, man. Allow me.
Do you actually still think you can hijack the deal?
I think if we sell someone and you, man, haven't wrapped up the deal, it's not out of the realms of the possibility. But then it comes down to, do Arsenal make the bid?
Because you might have already agreed personal terms, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, he's already agreed.
Personal terms are already agreed. Like, already agreed. It's already personal terms are already
agreed. In fact, wait. Forget personal terms. Wait. People are forgetting that just 2 weeks ago on this show, or maybe 3 weeks ago it might have been, but just a few weeks ago on this show, you said that EZE deal to Arsenal was done.
Yes,
it's a done deal. It's just a case.
Yeah, we got it structured. Yeah,
the clubs agreeing structure for fees. But the deal was done.
Quote me correctly.
No. But you're doing semantics. You said that we don't need to quote each other correctly because that's just semantics. So how am I going to remember? Remember in the group chat what you said? Oh, you can't quote me correctly because it's semantics.
No, quote me correctly. What I said was, we've structured the deal. Personal terms are agreed. It now relies upon us getting people out the door and Crystal Palace finding replacements.
Maybe your ITK.
We've got one of the best ITKs in it. Hand of Arsenal in it. You get me? Because man came.
The hand of God.
Hand of Oracle. I don't know. Hand of God is mad.
Whatever they called him.
Hand of God is a bit mad. I won't like. Hand of God is a bit mad, isn't it? So today you've done white side is the right side, and now you're saying human is hand of God. I hear it. You're going mad today. I hear it.
This is what Arsenal were calling him, bro.
I hear it. You're going mad today.
Hand of Arsenal, the hand of God. That's what they were saying. Everything he speaks is the truth. Apparently,
I hear it. I was hearing, mad. Bro. It's okay.
That's what I was hearing, bro. Hand of Arsenal, hand of God. This is what they were calling, man. When deals were all supposed to be happening, it's like, raw. Let's make a big deal. This guy's doing this. Then you saw the Indicalia stuff. It was all like, raw. Bomba. Rodrigo is the backup. We're going for Rodrigo. We didn't go for EZE because we're going for Rodrigo. Remember at one point in the window, people, it was, we're not getting Gyökeres and Rodrigo and, Gyökeres or Rodrigo or EZE or Madueke. It wasn't or. It was, we're getting Madueke, we're getting Rodrigo, and we're getting EZE. We're getting all three of them because we're greedy, because we can, because we're a big club. This is the things that you're seeing.
But you know what, yeah? Like, I don't know. It must be Arteta. It must be. Like, I'm pretty sure you could send out the link to anyone and bring them on and be like, all right, cool. You can sign EZE or Madueke. They will say EZE. You can sign Rodrigo or Madueke. They'll say Rodrigo. You can sign Kudus or Madueke. They'll say Kudus. So the fact that we signed Madueke, like, it must be Arteta. Like, it must be. Do you know what? Yeah, maybe because Berta was like, nah, Bedrin, we're not spending that peas on Šeško. We're bringing in Gyökeres. He was like, okay, cool. If you don't give me Šeško, I want Madueke. Maybe he spited us. Do you know what I mean?
But that's
like, you, like how I don't know. I can't fathom how Savio is available, EZE is available, Rodrigo is available, Kudus was available, but you choose Madueke. And don't get me wrong, there's people that will like Madueke. Like me personally, as a footballer, I don't like him. As a person, I don't know him. Cool guy, it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not gonna like every footballer. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna like every footballer. Like nobody's gonna like every footballer. Yeah, he can hold it as well, but like I said, I feel like if Berta had just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go sign players for Arsenal, I don't think he signs Madueke. Like, I feel like there has to have been a conversation. with somebody in the
I
club.
reckon there must be something going on between Arsenal and Chelsea to the fact that you man keep shopping over there, bro. Because it made no sense that out of all the wingers in the market, you go to take Chelsea's winger, the one that they don't want. Like that quite literally didn't make no sense to me. And do you know what else don't make sense? Because big up to you, Karma, yeah, because I've seen this everywhere as well. You know, Berta is like Paratici, and they say that they've got so many juggling plates. They're all, you know, trying to orchestrate 4, 5, 6 deals at a time and just wait until all of them are agreed personal terms, and then they just trigger 1 or 2 of the deals, however it works. That's what's even more confusing, Karma. If you had an EZE deal triggered there, or you had a plate on EZE and you're spinning the same plate for Madueke, and you're like, we're hearing 62 million for this one or 52 million for this one. There's a big difference in the player quality. There's no reason as to why you'd go there. Even when you look at the Kudus one, it's like, I can't lie, I'm looking at my club right now and I'm saying, yo, we might have taken long to do business and it might be too late. There's a lot of people, I know a lot of the Spurs fans are angry. They're going to go mad. They're like, why are we signing players on the 18th of August, last 2 weeks of the window yet again? And I hear it. I am also in that realm of thought, innit? Like, we are signing players late. But again, at the same time, if you want your club to do a good deal, you can't complain. It looks like this EZE deal is going to be under the release clause. It looks like Spurs are getting him for a very good price. And it looks like that we're going to win the battle with Crystal Palace. Now, the deal's not done. So until the deal is done, we won't know the specific figures. Then we won't know who's won the deal. But would you say in your mind, Hooks, that like if Spurs end up getting him for cheaper than the release clause, let's just say 60 all in, do you think it's worth the wait, worth us waiting this extra four weeks or so in getting the player? Or do you think, nah, like it should have been done a few weeks ago?
100%. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you get the player, I don't think you really care under what conditions you get the player. You just know that, like, it fills a gap in your squad, innit?
Get that done, Sava, please.
Do you know what I mean? It fills a gap in your squad. Like, why? Do you know what I mean? Why wouldn't? You know what I mean? You get me? Like,
but it's one of those ones, though, isn't it?
Sometimes
like,
it doesn't matter when he it doesn't matter when he comes. Like, pause.
But could we had Super Cup though, isn't it? It's the mind of our season did start technically a week ago. Like,
maybe if you had EZE before the Super Cup, maybe you win the Super Cup. I think that's a fair. So I think it's a fair argument. Like, I think maybe if you had Savio and EZE before the Super Cup. But you know what? But then it might even be the case where, like similar with Arsenal and Gyökeres, it's just like really difficult to get a deal done with the club. So naturally that delays things. Because like people would say, oh, Arsenal should have got Gyökeres done in the first 2 weeks of the window. But we all know it was very difficult negotiating with the president. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. But if you get him and he comes to White Hart Lane, you man are going to be happy. But then he has to perform. Like, he's under the same kind of scrutiny as like Kudus is, Madueke is, Cunha.
Nah, Eze's on like I'd say I compare the Eze move more to the Gyökeres move, as in he's coming in and the expectation is you bang right away.
Yeah,
like I need to see you hitting the floor. There's no 4 or 5 months of not performing good like you did at Crystal Palace. There's none of that business because you're getting cooked if that's the case. And that's by Spurs fans too. I'll be cooking you, bro. I'm letting him know now. I will cook Eze if he's not performing for too long. But at the same time, he has an expectation now, so he's gonna have to come in, and we're gonna have to see straight bangings, bro. And I think we all expect that probably will be the case, and we just had to see him yesterday. I don't think there's gonna be any adjustment period. He looks like he's still playing some of his best football. Started off this season just as well. Community Shield game, he looked really good, and then yesterday again looked really good. So. It looks very much like as he's going to be a Spurs player. We're seeing more stuff come in from Mr. Udang regarding